Good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from the great state of Maine. Welcome to my cabin this morning. It's early. We got to get the day kind of going. We're at the end of the trip. We'll be headed home today. A rabbit running back and forth on the lawn back there. One of the things that happened here over 2 years ago was a lot of trees came down around here. Everybody been watching the channel has known the windstorm that's really put this cabin back in the Stone Ages a little bit as far as getting these trees out of the way. But anyways, one of the good things that happened from that, and it's really showing up now, that was over 2 years ago. And I'll show pictures, but the undergrowth has really started to grow. And the other thing, with all the brush piles and all this fresh food, the rabbit population around this cabin has just skyrocketed this summer. I was sitting in the cabin the other night having supper, and there was 2 rabbits out here on the lawn. They were chasing each other around the lawn for 20 minutes. I think that's another litter of rabbits that's going to be here pretty soon. So it'll be kind of interesting to see this winter how much rabbit population is actually here as far as tracks and rabbit sign and all of that. But that is one of the good things that came about from this trees plus all the new firewood we have for the woodshed. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. Just kind of had my coffee this morning, still rambling. We're here up here jacking this week. We've been here. We've crammed about a week and a half's worth of work into three days. So it's kind of been a big blur. I have taken some video clips for you guys to share the jacking job, but I had help. I had my nephew that came up to help me take care of the jacking. So we were trying to get as much as we could into the 3 days that he could pull away. And we did pretty good. I still got 2 more pads to put under the back of this building. If I had them, we could have done it. I had planned, there's 2 pads already there, the 18-inch round cement pads. But after we got done jacking yesterday, I decided I'm going to swap those 18-inch pads out for the 24-inch pads. Because the back of this building is a whole lot being held on those 18 pads. So, but anyways, I got this building done. We got all the pads under it. We jacked it up about 16 inches, so it's off the ground as far as the 24 pad. And actually was probably about 12 inches on the front and about 16 inches on the back because it had settled so much. So now we're back up above the ground. And the same thing with the fire building out back, generator building. That thing was sitting flat on the ground. And I'll take you back and we'll take a quick picture of that this morning before I wrap up this video. But that'll take care of my jacking for this year. That building, the fire building, the new roof is on. So the next project, I'll be back up here and not too far down the road. The next project will be getting back on the junkyard dog. One more thing I wanted to show you. When we're all said and done, I'll be taking this off and be mounting that in its place. I've been saving this thing for a long time. Found it in a flea market years ago, and I think it's going to look really nice on there. That'll be my new anchor horn. And then I'll be putting an older bow light up here, one of the big ones, hopefully. I'm scouring eBay right now trying to find one of the old vintage ones that will stand nice and tall and proud. And that'll fit nicely in that flat area right there. That'll be just perfect for the bow light. So I did want to show you this. Now isn't that gonna look nice? Isn't that gonna look nice up there? Never need one that big, but boy, for me anyway, it's gonna look pretty cool. It's my idea of a boat. So the next project right now, let's see, was it here? These were rivets that have come out, so I'm probably gonna take those out. And back here, this right here is rivets that have come out.
So I'm going to drill those out and put in some new ones. These are the braces. My original plan was to take these out. There's one on each side of the boat. I've since decided to leave them in because I am setting this boat up for planer boards. Some big planer boards. So my pole and reel for reeling in the planer boards will fit right down in that hole. I think what this was a roof. When this boat was new, I think it probably had a roof on it, and this would have been the back poles, from what I think. And then while I got the cutter out, I got to go cut that off. But right now, this boat, once I got to put in the drain plug. I've got to build a piece for the drain plug. And otherwise than that, this boat is ready for the water at this point. And then I'll just keep working on it. Just keep working on it. I want to, if it stops raining. It's been raining on and off, so it makes this stuff slippery. I want to start working on that cubby hole today while the sun's not out. Can't work in there when the sun's out. Hotter than blazes. So anyways, that's the plan right now. Is to get these things fixed, cut that off, take some measurements. I've still got to put in an aluminum piece for my downrigger. There's going to be one on each side of the boat. I'm going to have room for a downrigger, fish pole holder, and then I'll be set up with my downriggers. But what a gorgeous boat this is going to be. What a gorgeous boat. Very nice.
The boat that you saw we worked on last year, I've had a couple of comments. Hey, did you ever finish that boat? Well, we're getting back to it now. That's just kind of the way projects go when they are 4 hours away from home. And we kind of had some other projects that we kind of needed to get to bring this camp back up to snuff. As far as now we can get on a regular maintenance, just kind of maintenance and not falling behind. I like looking behind the camera to see if there's any more rabbits. I was going to spin it around, but he's been playing around the tractor there while I was coming out and getting this camera set up. So next trip will be the boat. Hopefully we can get a coat of paint on that boat. And we've got a couple other things to do to make it water worthy. I would really like to be able to fish out of that next summer if it's at all possible. But anyways, it's just been a big blur the last 3 days. So appreciate you guys' patience in the comments. As well as we lost out on last Wednesday's video. Just way too much going on right now. I do see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as we'll start slowing down here as far as construction work. We'll call it that. New roofs and jacking and everything else on these buildings. But we're back up to stuff. So now it's time to get back on my hunting and my fishing. Be working on that boat like I said. And I'm bringing some tools home to get started on the new ground blind that I'll be hauling into Beaver Creek for this year's deer season. So lots of stuff still going, lots of iron still in the fire. But deer season is on its way, so I got a few things now to do over there to Beaver Creek. And then we'll be ready for deer season. All right, I'm going to give you a quick video of this building. I've already taken the before pictures, so it's kind of just taking the after pictures. Jason over in Canada, he wanted to know if I was going to videotape it. I did a little bit, Jason. Maybe not as much as I would have done like over on Beaver Creek. But when I have help and things are flying, it's a little tough to keep, to set up the camera and all that stuff to kind of keep track of everything that's going on. Especially with big, heavy, bulky, dirty stuff, these big pads and, making room for them and all that. So anyways, like I said, I'll give you a little quick thing here and then we will get on to what's the rest of the day's got to bring. And right now it's looking like it's going to be hot and it's looking like it's going to be humid. There's the pads under that building. The post all the way in the back, that's just a temporary post for now. It's not straight. We still got to put in a bigger pad underneath. So we'll put the 24-inch pad under there, straighten that post up, put some braces on it, and then this building will be finished. But I did want to take you down for a couple of what it actually looks like when we got our big pads under it. So this one should be all set for a while. Well, there's the fire building, jacked up nice and tall. Got that thing out of the ground again. Put some decent pads under it this time, 24-inch round pads. So that should be, other than adjusting it, it should set pretty good now for a while. So I've still got to build either a set of stairs to get up there or put the old ramp back in. But there's the fire building, all taken care of. So been a full trip, been a busy trip, but we got a lot of stuff accomplished before winter. Well, this is going to wrap this video up today on the jacking and leveling of the shop as well as the fire building. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and look forward to the ones that are coming up here in the near future. I lost my voice, I'm telling you. The last 3 days has been a blur. We've been eating supper at 8 o'clock, 8:30 at night, and then falling into bed around 9 o'clock, then getting up the next day and doing it all over again. So anyways, it's time for another cup of coffee so I can get my voice back. And I hope you guys have a great week. And I will see you next week. Oh yeah, I do have one other thing. Hello, Jeff, and hello, Ron. Jeff from Pennsylvania, he was up at his camp, so we did take time out of our schedule to run up there and see his camp and see the big setup that he's got going on there. Beautiful place, Jeff. Really enjoyed it. And then Ron from New Hampshire, he stopped in 2 days ago for a coffee visit and see how we was making out. So, hello Ron, and he brought his wife. Hello Connie. No, not Connie, shoot. Oh, Colleen, I'm sorry Colleen. I did have one question for Ron though. How in the heck did you ever get such a nice wife? So anyways, you guys have a great week. And I will see you next week.